This year marks the 30th anniversary of the North American Wetlands Conservation Act and also the 30th anniversary of the Ace Basin project. The Donley Wildlife Management Area was one of the first projects for NAWCA and also our first big land acquisition as a part of the Ace Basin project. "1989 was a pretty dark day for ducks in South Carolina. Population had declined tremendously, and we worried that if the duck population didn't stabilize or increase, that people just wouldn't keep these large tracts of land intact. And that really differentiated the coast of South Carolina than other areas on the East Coast. The Ace Basin project came together because it was threatened with development, and it was the largest undeveloped estuary that was left on the East Coast, vital for waterfowl and migratory birds, endangered species. And so private landowners, Ducks Unlimited, Nature Conservancy, the Fish and Wildlife Service, and the Department of Natural Resources came together with a very ambitious goal of protecting 90,000 acres. And as we celebrate our 30th anniversary, we are on the cusp of achieving 300,000 acres of protected land.
I grew up on the Combee, and I walked the many rivers and swamp areas in this area and began to appreciate what it brings to me and to my family. It's important that we try to preserve the wetland areas and the many different large tracts of lands that make up the wildlife management system of the Ace Basin.
I think the project was one of the first times where everybody in the conservation community sat down and thought about what is our real goal. It's protecting wildlife habitat and the landscape. Everybody just realized if we're going to do this, we're all in. I'll use that Clemson term. We're all in, and that's the difference right there. We're all in. The momentum is still there. I was early 30s when I came down here, so I've grown through my career with the Ace Basin project. You know, what I really see and enjoy is the embracement of the next generation of conservationists picking up the torch, and we're going to move it forward.
To me, the Ace Basin represents a testament to what can happen when partners invest in conservation together. I'm a second-generation conservationist, specifically focusing in the Ace Basin. My father's Fish and Wildlife Service, and he's kind of passed down that conservation legacy to me. And it's been a really cool thing to be a part of, conserving over 200,000 acres with tremendous history of partnership and conservation in this area. We like to call it one of the last great places on the eastern coast, but really in North America, it's pretty spectacular.
You come here and you can see the marsh, you can see the forest, you can see the birds, you can see the alligators. It's the sum of its parts. That's what the Ace Basin is. It is the thing that helps us realize here in South Carolina that if we want to protect our special places, we can do it.